The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are... as they take over at their 46-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. At their own 46. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Shoves him aside. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw, it's Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And then some people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
A great effort there. His 21st touchdown Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The Bucs at 8-4 now in the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On play action, they'll throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable.
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Tompkins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ultra. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 45 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do. Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Ready. Jump, 17.
They're going to look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And out of bounds right around the 20. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Gregory Rousseau make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there, but lost double-digit yards on that sack.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Lance now on first down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay, ready?
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
5-2.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 41, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On second and goal, here's an option play left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 133 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's taken in at the 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
On the set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take a run. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Working from the gun, Lance. And my goodness, another interception. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Dances by him, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're good. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when we see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Lance going to keep it on the option. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. "36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting